Hi. So, in doing my concept map and threads map for this final capstone paper, I thought about the way that it's supposed to encompass everything. So, I started with just keywords from each class, just basically even the title of each class, and then I started thinking about what some of the concepts were that I learned in each class, and kind of tied it into my theory about storytelling and how the stories are what really motivated me for um, throughout the whole process. So this is just kind of a mind dump. It ended up being. I just kept thinking of words that have to do with what I learned and what I really enjoy about storytelling, how I want the second half of my life to go, what this is going to bring to it. So again, it's just kind of a dump. Books have always been a huge part of my life, so I kind of made that, a big part of it. But, stories are told through movies and documentaries and oral storytelling and the history of that. And that is really, as I started really getting into, Dr. Cooper, he gave me an idea about narratives and how stories fit in, how stories create a narrative. And so I started looking into that and how, some cultures pass down all of their morals and values, and religion, which is another, thing that's been a good thread throughout this journey. Myths, that was one of my class. So all of it ties together through a storytelling culture, storytelling history, politics. Everybody, I mean, that's how you tell your story. That's how you get elected, is by telling your story. I mean, especially these days, to just be an old white man, you're not going to get, well, I shouldn't say that. It shouldn't just be the reason you get elected. To have a story is what really people want to know about you, and what your motivations are for being in office. In the business world, I've been in the corporate world now for most of my adult life, and that is how you advertise. You tell the story of your brand, you tell the story of why you're in business, and that is what gets through to people, and that's why people buy your products. So basically, storytelling goes throughout every facet of life, through learning, through education. When you get together with your friends, that's that's what you do. You tell each other stories. You know, when I ask my husband when he comes home at night, what'd you do today? How was your day? There's always a story involved. So anyway, picking 3 separate threads to kind of bring together. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that yet. But I think it will be maybe somewhere along the lines of how a story works for you individually, how a story works out in the world. The title of our entire, degree is liberal arts. So it kind of, to me, that's what always appealed to me, is the broad range of what we're learning. It's a liberal education. So we're not learning facts and figures and statistics, which, I mean, it's always good to know these things. I think it helps, define and do the outline of what you're learning about. And the research is very important as well. But really, it's, about broadening your mind. At least that's what I've always assumed. So, and, Dr. Cooper has really stressed creativeness of this, and art is very crucial to a life, I believe. So, anyway, so you bring it about, it's stories are in every facet of your life, and so I need to somehow tie all this together, and kind of dumping all of these words has helped me. I've got a fairly decent start on my research, I hope. So anyway, that is the story behind this, and stories are it. Thank you.